Thank you to my Asbantium level patron Fallon Cortez for helping to support the channel. Welcome to Architectural Galaxy, where we take a look at the hottest properties available on the bustling galactic market. Last week we explored the impressive space station Nerva, which recently went viral for its gorgeous retro Earth design. This week we have a surprise for you. Type 40 TARDISes are rare antiques once thought completely lost forever. However, as it happens, we were recently contacted by an owner willing to sell this incredible property, which comes from a classic line. It's a well-loved smart home within a historic neighbourhood, and you can enjoy a plethora of new environments at your doorstep. There are at least 7 decks of expansive and unique rooms, unlike anything else you can find on the market today. From rolling hills to exciting entertainment rooms, the TARDIS is full of surprises. And luckily for you, we have been granted exclusive permission to take you on a tour of this vintage model and show you all the wonders and impressive features waiting for you inside. So, come on in! Walking through the meticulously maintained blue pine timber doors, you'll immediately find yourself in awe at the spacious open-plan console room. This circular space is a treasure trove of possibilities, with the radiant central column tying the homely and welcoming room together. You'll notice the crisp and clean air courtesy of the fresh air ventilation system, which keeps the property dust-free. The base design of the console room has lovely classic ivory floors, with these delightfully chic roundel walls. However, it's easily possible to renovate and regenerate the space, leading to endless possibilities such as a vintage and refined study space reminiscent of a Victorian parlour, or you could go in the opposite direction with a futuristic high-tech room with stainless steel appliances and shiny silver floors, along with bookcases decorating its 3 flowing levels. However, if you prefer to think loud and expressive, the TARDIS caters for that too. If you so wish, it can be an eclectic and fun space full of gadgets and gizmos. Or a cavernous organic design really opening everything up with its golden walls and mood lighting. It's safe to say the TARDIS has a console room for everyone. It's highly customizable, with at least 30 known variations already archived in this particular model. And there is also a second, more rustic and cozy console room with full functionality, so you'll always feel happy and comfortable within your TARDIS. Additionally, there is the possibility to expand and make use of the little used tertiary and quinary console rooms if need be. All of these console rooms come with pre-installed technology such as a small viewing screen on the console itself, source dispensers, an integrated communication system, and a large viewing screen on the wall, allowing for full picture quality and a live feed to the outside of the property. There is infinite potential to customize these console rooms and make them your own, so it's a real get for anyone with creative ambitions. Directly adjacent to the console room is the beautifully expansive walk-in wardrobe, which is a must for any lover of fashion or collector of clothes. It's well stocked with all sorts of clothing that comes at no extra charge. Dress like a local for a romantic getaway to idyllic Tara, or turn yourself into a beautiful princess ready to explore Sherwood Forest in 1190. There is truly something for everyone within this luxurious wardrobe, including valuable historical collector pieces such as Amelia Earhart's very own flying jacket. And if you're worried about running out of room, there is nothing to fear. One resident even had his own dedicated scarf room, and there are plenty of additional storage rooms available for old clothes, such as Storeroom 90. Other spacious storage rooms include Storeroom 89, which is filled with diamonds, and Storeroom 104 is the perfect place to keep thousands of sacks. Past residents have used entire rooms to store exotic and eccentric goods such as terracotta Chinese soldiers, snow globes, and even Lego, or you could simply use it to store boxes. The Type 40 TARDIS has enough rooms for all of these and more. It also features an armoury, where you can store all kinds of vintage weapons and relics, along with an expansive boot cupboard which can suit anyone's needs. And if you happen to be a car lover, just wait until you find out about the garage, which already comes stocked with a Vespa scooter, a Volkswagen, an anti-gravity scooter, and a beautiful one-of-a-kind yellow Edwardian roadster lovingly nicknamed Bessie, which can also be upgraded into a monster truck. This garage is simply a steal for any lover of cars and bikes, and the best part is, it still has room for plenty of your own additions. Moving on, we find ourselves in this simply inspiring library. Enjoy multiple floors of anything you can imagine, as this decadent space reaches far above. A previous owner also had a smaller library elsewhere, which makes a lot of sense because of how massive this space is. It's a treasure trove for academics with its vast array of mathematical books, and there are also countless history books and plenty of fiction to lose yourself within. And the amazing things stored in this library aren't just limited to books. You can enjoy 45 singles and EPs by Billy Fury, Adam Faith and the Beatles, whose performances you can watch in the unique time-space visualizer. Additionally, the nostalgic library contains the Encyclopedia Gallifreya, which is a sentient series of encyclopedic volumes uniquely contained as purple liquid inside bottles. This absorbing library is really a must-have for any Time Lord looking to join the property ladder. Speaking of, there are a number of inviting spaces perfect for Time Lords. If you need to rapidly heal or guide yourself through a tricky regeneration, look no further than the state-of-the-art Zero Room, a crisp and contemporary space cut off from the rest of the universe and its electrical and radiological influences. This gives the immaculate Zero Room a tranquil atmosphere perfect for neurological healing. It can even be taken on the go in the event of a holiday or an extended stay away from home. Time Lords might also find it a nice change of pace to spend time relaxing in the rustic and captivating telescope room, where you can observe the universe from afar. Or if you really like your distance, you can make use of the Star Chamber, which contains an entire small galaxy for you to use and shape however you see fit. Although we do hope you're responsible with it. And if you're intending to use your TARDIS as a travel machine, which is its primary purpose, it might suit you to make use of the inspiring Jigsaw room, which will show you the possible outcomes of your journey. However, please be warned that this has been known to be faulty, so we are not liable for any accidents or existential depression you may experience by using this room. One of the interesting features of the TARDIS implemented by a previous owner is the Cloister room, which has a unique temple-like design. It's understandably not to everyone's taste, but we're confident that you will find a way to remodel it into your ideal bell-ringing paradise, like this previous resident did by knocking down some of the walls to create a grand, majestic, open-plan space. Finally, the heart of this living space is the Eye of Harmony, which many believe was created as the engine of this impressive property. It's one of the TARDIS's many mysteries, but this engineered star is an impressive feature and will no doubt impress any visitors you have in either of its known forms within this property. As a living space, the TARDIS is next to none, boasting an incredible amount of bedrooms, allowing for potentially hundreds of guests to stay at any given time, along with at least 14 bathrooms throughout the property, so there are no risk of lines. If you ever need to put any of the bedrooms away for sentimental reasons or to save space, you can easily store them within the holding ring, although personally we recommend the simple reuse of old bedrooms since there are so many of them, because there really is no reason to shelve these bedrooms, which can easily be repurposed however you require. There are many different types for you to choose from, such as single beds, doubles, and even bunk beds, so there really is a room for everyone within this lavish property, and it easily beats staying in a hotel. In addition to bedrooms, there are some starboard passenger compartments, although one resident preferred to use this as a dry ski slope. The TARDIS also houses a drawing room or a private study, providing you with solace if you ever need time to work on a book or personal projects. There is a dressing room within the property, although ownership is disputed by a Mrs. Song, so you'll have to be aware of that if you do purchase the property. When it comes to leisure and comfort, the Type 40 TARDIS is practically an all-in-one holiday resort at home, granting you access to a luxurious fully stocked spa. Choose from at least 7 deluxe squash courts and work on your athletics in a decked out gymnasium, before sweating it out in the ornate sauna. Alternatively, you could visit the well-maintained cricket club and stately croquet court, both perfect for social events and family get-togethers. On the weekends, you can also invite your friends on a number of fun-filled karaoke buses, where you can recreate all the hits, such as Ballad of the Last Chance Saloon and Doctor in Distress. After indulging yourself in the historical and beautiful art gallery, you can relax in the television room and enjoy your choice of every TV show ever made, along with spending time in the nearby games room. If that's not enough, there's even an entire custom theatre along with a professional grade natural art studio, so your creative side will always enjoy a playground of possibilities. If virtual reality is more your thing, then the 3D holo simulation room won't disappoint, allowing you to watch in extreme precise detail moments stored within the deep TARDIS memory banks. But there is a safe for work filter, so behave. There are many water-based activities to enjoy, such as water slides and vast boating lakes, along with a delightfully peaceful aquarium filled with as many fish as you can imagine. If you don't mind getting a little bit wet, there are at least 2 spacious private swimming pools, which means you can easily turn one into an ice rink during winter, and a previous owner even tried turning one of the pools into a beer brewery, although I personally wouldn't recommend that. After soaking in the jacuzzi, you can then dry off on a sun lounger in the bright and warm sunroom, before hitting up the amazing zoo, which aids in the conservation of many endangered animals. The Type 40 TARDIS has no shortage of outside space within its ornate walls. Take a stroll through several green and luscious gardens and fields, which contain such wonders as bougainvillea, draconian myrtle hedges, and Vendican bladder pods. There's also a stream and a set of swings, along with a charming picturesque pond. If you want something a bit more exotic, you can see the lagoon, or take a hike through a lush rainforest area so detailed you'll think you're in the Amazon itself. Make a splash in the gorgeous waterfall room before you enjoy the sight of thousands of rare and beautiful butterflies and moths fluttering in the meadows and hills of the butterfly room. Then you can brave the botanical house, although you might want to avoid visiting at lunchtime. There's a cute and nostalgic open plan park filled with oak trees, and Heathland houses the incredible Ascidian cerebus bird. Dining facilities are a staple of any good house, and this TARDIS doesn't disappoint. It comes fully equipped for fine dining and sweet treats, with such luxuries as a bakery, a cafe, and an entire Italian bistro all included within the asking price. And a special treat for wine lovers is the wine cellar, which is stocked with a multitude of rare and distinguished wines, some of which you might not even know existed. But if you prefer to cater for yourself, then this TARDIS of course has automatic food machines, a scullery room, and an eating kitchen, allowing you to cook whatever you choose, especially with its complimentary automatic restocking service, which will always provide you with 6 eggs, a fresh pint of milk, and freshly baked bread every morning without fail. We can assure you that you will never go hungry with a Type 40 TARDIS, and your food horizons will expand infinitely. Of course, a TARDIS isn't just about pleasure and relaxation. As both a living space and a fully functioning travel machine, it comes equipped with many useful service rooms, such as a charmingly active laundry room and a fully equipped sickbay. You can also experiment and build inside 2 incredibly deep workshops, and a very useful tool shed, although the current tenant will not be including their sonic screwdrivers within the price. However, there is a well-stocked laboratory, providing the equipment to examine and analyze anything in the known universe, along with allowing you to create substances, although we discourage the creation of the highly illegal Nitro 9. The power room is easy to access in case of emergencies, and the various control relays and dimensional induction chamber are also easy to reach and use if need be. The most important room in the depths of the TARDIS is of course the architectural reconfiguration system, which allows for the creation of literally anything you can imagine. It's one of the most valuable parts of this property, and can reconstruct entire particles to suit your needs. But be careful, you don't want to abuse it, or you will end up in trouble with the inbuilt security systems. Lastly, the TARDIS also comes equipped with a shell room, which is a long corridor offering you a large variety of plasmic shells for different times and places, allowing for the property's chameleon circuit to change its exterior and blend in with its surroundings. However, one thing to note is that this particular property's circuit is currently damaged, so if you do end up purchasing it, you will have to bring in contractors to repair the chameleon circuit. But hey, it's a Type 40, of course it would be a bit of a fixer-upper. So, as you can see, this beautiful vintage TARDIS is an absolute must-have property. It's both pet-friendly and energy efficient, especially when compared to later models. As you've no doubt seen with the tour, it's bigger on the inside and move-in ready, fully furnished and well looked after, but it's also perfect for your own personal touches with vast potential for endless customization. The property has everything and anything you could ever need, and its variety of rooms will suit whatever mood you happen to be in. And I do think it's important to stress just how rare and exclusive this chance is. This is the only known Type 40 left in the universe, so it's an astonishing collector's item, a truly vintage and antique property incomparable to anything else on the market today. You would be the envy of the elite of the universe as you soar through time and space from the comfort of your armchair. So don't miss this once in a lifetime opportunity to own history. And that's all for this edition of Architectural Galaxy. So be sure to join us next time, where we take a look at the Duke of Manhattan's luxurious penthouse suite overlooking the majesty that is New York. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. And an extra special thank you to my Asbantium level patron Fallon Cortez, my Platinum level patrons Maximilian Foreman and Nyx Games, and all of my Gold level patrons Boots, Calvin, Daniel McCree, Daniel Shillito, Francois AK Line Vortex, Herna Verzog, and Luke_SY. Thank you so much for your support.